Welcome to Northwestern State, where great things happen. I'm Jillian Corder. Here joining me is Dr. Randall Webb, President of Northwestern State University. Thank you for being here again.
Sure.
And also Dr. Marcus Jones, the Vice President of University Affairs. It is a pleasure having you here on the show.
Thank you.
Well, let's just get started. A little bit about yourself. What do you do here at Northwestern?
I'm the VP for University Affairs, and the University Affairs division covers the physical plant, grounds, environmental health and safety, custodial services, and in addition to that, I handle a lot of the leases and MOUs for the university.
And you also have a law degree, and you teach here as well.
Correct.
Okay, and what all do you teach?
I teach in the School of Business. I teach business law and international business, and occasionally I will teach an independent study class a couple of times a year.
Okay, and you also teach a class overseas, is that correct, via the internet?
Well, last fall we have a couple of exchange agreements with universities in Columbia, and I selected five business students to work jointly with students in Columbia on a research project that involved the U.S.-Colombian exchange agreement and free trade agreement, and those students worked jointly with the kids in Columbia, and then during the Thanksgiving break I actually took the kids down to Columbia, and they jointly presented their research in a debate sort of format with their Colombian counterparts, and I'll offer that course again this fall. But this fall I'm going to extend it beyond just business students and bring in some other students from across the campus.
What a wonderful experience for those students. Dr. Webb, what do you think about having students being able to go overseas and kind of represent Northwestern?
Well, I think that's very important. We've been stressing that for some years, but I must admit this is really just taken on added meaning at Northwestern since Dr. Jones has been more heavily involved in this, because he shortchanges himself a little bit there. That's one thing he's done, is use his relationships with universities in Colombia and South America, but we've also sent him to China, we've sent him to other places, we're possibly going to be sending him to India before too long, because one of the things we want to do is to expose our students to students from other backgrounds, international backgrounds, and at the same time expose those students to post-secondary education opportunities in the United States, because it means so very much to them. And I will add, just on the side, that with at least one university in Cartagena in Colombia that he's familiar with, we ended up sending Bill Brent, who's director of the Deere School of Creative and Performing Arts, down to audition students. How many scholarships did he offer?
29 scholarships, and this is a high school that's affiliated with one of the universities that we have the exchange agreement with. Very, very talented group of kids, and we auditioned 29 kids, and he offered scholarships to all 29.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Some of these will come down the road, I guess, because some of them are still in high school and have a few years to go yet. But it gives you an indication of the talent. We've attracted several students, particularly at the graduate level, from Honduras in recent years, and they've had great success here. So we just want to expand that any way we can. And actually, he and Dr. Lisa Abney, the provost, and Dr. Darlene Williams, who's over continuing education and online learning at the university, we spend a fair amount of time talking, either as a group or in pairs or in a trio, by looking at ways that we can reach out more often and that we can best meet students' needs. Most students from abroad and their parents and the people at the universities with whom we work, they're interested in coming here. On the other hand, we also have the opportunity as appropriate to offer online classes to those countries, whether it be to adults or whether it be to some of those students after they return home.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of attracting students from, everywhere, what kind of new recruitment tools are we going to see?
Well, the thing that I've been working on lately has been just translating a lot of the recruitment material into Spanish, because I've been working a lot in South America. And that's been very, very helpful, because a lot of the students, are able to better appreciate what Northwestern has to offer if it's in their native language. So that's the main thing that I've been working on. And then, of course, Dr. Abney and I have been traveling quite a bit. We have some new exchange agreements with some universities in France, and we reestablished contacts with some in Valencia, Spain as well. So those are some of the new things that you guys will see.
You're really putting the global in our local global Northwestern state, aren't you?
Yes.
Now, Dr. Webb, let's talk about one of the most significant local improvements we're seeing, and that's the new Student Services building. What's your vision for that building?
Oh, first of all, to get it constructed and completed, and we are there, which is so exciting, because we've been working on that facility for many, many years. But my vision for that is multifold, actually. But for one thing, it is to create a one-stop shopping environment for student services. Is the way I look at it in constructing that building. We're actually dedicating that building to prospective and enrolled students and their parents, and to our wonderful staff members who are going to be working in there, who will now be drawn together in a single facility that reduces a great deal of the runaround. It helps us also in the larger sense. In that what we'd like to do is to create a kind of a learning village in the core of the campus. As you know, and as any of our students, faculty, and staff are aware, we're as technologically advanced, if not more so, than any university in Louisiana. But we want, in addition to that, we want to be sure that in our face-to-face relationships with students and their parents, that we provide them the absolute best possible services available with the right kinds of attitudes. That is, we want to do just what our mission statement says. We want to be a responsive, student-oriented university, and thank goodness for the people who work here. We are doing that very thing. So this, in a sense, when I talk about the village concept that I could say more about later, that tends to take our campus in large measure back somewhat to what our campus was like in the days when I was a student here. We want it to be so compact and so easy for students and parents to get around on that they'll feel right at home. They'll feel as though they're at a classical institution of higher education that is as up to date as any in the world.
That sounds wonderful, and I'm really excited to see that building get completed really soon, I hear.
Yes.
Now, Marcus, what different services will be offered in that building?
Pretty much everything that a prospective student, a new student, or continuing student would need. The Registrar's Office will be there, recruiting, admissions. So pretty much everything that an incoming student or a continuing student would need. And it will save tons of time, because everything that they need will be there. And it's, as Dr. Webb mentioned, it's located in the heart of campus, close to the academic buildings, right across the street from the student union. So it's an excellent location to meet the students' needs.
Well, it's not only a great tool for students, having everything in that one-stop shopping center right there in the middle of heart of campus, but it's also really efficient for the faculty and staff of Northwestern as well, correct?
Correct.
So it's easy to have everyone in one building sending things back and forth to each other. All right. Now, what exactly the office is moving? Do we have a date on that at any time when they're going to be moving into that new building?
I would say that we are right on the brink of moving in as we speak, and I would suspect most of those offices will have been relocated there probably by the end of June, unless there are some glitches that are created. I can tell you one thing, if it were left up to the directors and staff members of some of those offices, they would already be in that building. But we just have to respect the fact that some may feel a need to stay where they are during most or all of the summer session. It just depends, and then move. But I think one of the goals that we've had, and we'll just see whether we reach that particular goal, is to have, for example, at least 2 offices: the Office of University Recruiting under Jenna Lucky, and then the Office of New Student Services and Student Success and under Retha Cox, to try to have those in place by the next freshman connection that we host here, because we think that will add even more excitement to the students and parents who participate in freshman connection. We're hoping this is a transition to a whole new Northwestern.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you again, Dr. Webb, for being here. And thank you, Dr. Marcus Jones, for being our guest today. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And that's it for this segment of Where Great Things Happen, and we'll be right back.